Okay, so it's been a while, and I thought I'd come back with a ranking of all the animes I've seen, updated, and I kind of want to do this because I've seen like a bunch of other animes, and since I've reached like 200 followers on Twitter, I thought I'd do that. It's been a while since I last did one of these, and my opinions for a lot of these have changed, and also I've seen some new animes too. So with that out of the way, I'm probably gonna start. And okay, before I start, here's all the tiers that I got. Yeah, top five, love it, like it, it's cool. Drop, but I might pick back up. Drop, reading the manga, and dropped, and I don't want to pick it up again. So that out of the way, let's start. All right, so let's start. Okay, so we're first starting off with like Bakemonogatari, which is my friend's favorite anime of all time. He also recommended it to me, and I I've my friend recommended it to me, and I watched it. It's pretty different from what I'm usually accustomed to, and for what I've seen, I like it so far. But I dropped it. But this is the one anime that I might pick back up. I don't. There isn't really a lot that I hate about it, except for like the frequent cuts that the episodes have. My friend told me that in the later series that it doesn't happen as much, but I do think I do think that it's definitely like a something that it's hard to get into. But I do hope he does that he's telling the truth on that. And there isn't exactly a lot I hate about it. And I like the characters. I like this take on the anime. It's weird, but I like it. I dig it. It's definitely something that I might pick back up again, and maybe watch the other Monogatari series. All right, next, the Devil May Cry anime. I recently like rewatched this entire anime to like prepare myself for like the upcoming Devil May Cry Netflix series, and it's definitely a lot better than what I remember, but I do have some complaints about it. My biggest complaint is that whenever like the action is just flowing, like when it starts to get good, it just ends immediately. Like I feel like that's like the biggest complaint about this for like a lot of others about this anime. I mean it's not a good Devil May Cry anime, but it's definitely good at what it tries to accomplish. And this anime also has like my favorite incarnation of Dante. He's shown to have like a much more like a much more human feel to him. I mean, it makes sense depending on where the timeline where it's in the timeline. It's after he lost his brother and is pretty much theoretically alone, and it's the start of his depression in DMC2. Yeah, I like it. I do really like it. I think probably the plot. I mean the Dante just carries the show, and I really like the other side characters that are in here. Like Patty, I really like Patty. I don't understand the hate for her. She's a good girl, and I would protect her with my life. But where I'd rank Devil May Cry, I'd say I'd probably put it in. Uh, I'll put it in I like it for now, but I might put it down a little lower depending on where depending on on how I feel later. Next up, Fairy Tale. I've seen 78 episodes of this so far, and I really like it so far. I don't really. I mean, I when I first saw this, it's I thought it was gonna be trash, but I was surprised to be wrong. No, it's actually kind of good. I don't understand why people hate on it so much. It's actually kind of good. I don't know what's the hate all about. I think it's good. I don't think it's the best thing in the world, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Though I've seen 78 episodes, and I can't really speak on much. As for what I like, I really do like the characters in the show. I think the characters just yeah, I think the characters just really just does like a really good job of making you care for them. I really love Natsu as a character. I love Natsu. I he, I love the kind of character Natsu is. He's really fun. I also love Lucy. I love Happy too. I love a lot of these characters, and I've only seen like 70 episodes. I don't exactly have much else to say on that, but I do hope it gets better later on. So as for where I'd rank it, I'd rank it in. Okay, just because I haven't seen a lot, I'm putting it in. It's cool, but I am probably gonna put it higher the more I watch it. Again, this can change. All right, Toradora. This was like the first romance anime I've seen, and I really liked it. I do want to watch like more romance animes because of this. Toradora. It actually it kind of has it kind of just like filled a small void in my heart that just wasn't there. It kind of just melted my heart too. I really loved Toradora. It was the first romance anime I've seen, and I really loved it. My friend recommended it to me, and I've and I always thank him for that. I mean, we don't really talk as much anymore. I moved to like a different state. I'm in Tennessee now. I lived in Florida. Now I'm in like a new place. It's kind of transitions to like the background noise. If you hear background noise, that's my family. That is my family.
Oh, we're watching Transformers Rise of Beast. You wanna watch?
No,
No?
no,
Cool.
that was my brother. Uh, okay. Yeah. So Toradora, I like Toradora for what it is. It's a really good romance anime. I think a lot of the characters are really fun. I like Taiga. I like forgot the MC's name. Forgot the MC's name. I like him a lot. I like a lot of the female characters. I also really like I also really like the character arcs they kind of go through. I liked a lot about I liked a lot about it. I do think that it's my favorite romance anime, even though I've only seen one. And I do plan on watching more romance animes, but where I put it, uh, okay, I'm probably gonna put it in I love it. Probably the first I love it. I wouldn't say it's like up there, but yeah, it's definitely up there. All right, okay, so okay, this I kind of addressed the elephant in the room. I'm gonna be ranking all 6 parts that are currently animated individually because each part is just so incredibly different from the last one that I just kind of wanted to just talk about each individual part because in my entire experience with JoJo is just back and forth. I like a part and then I hate a part. So yeah, I just want to just talk about it the entire way. I just cannot. All right, part one. What is there to be said about part one that hasn't already been said? It's a slow start. It's a slow burn. It's kind of boring. It's kind of yeah, yada yada yada. Yeah, I like part one for what it is, but it's definitely like one of the weaker parts in my opinion. Do I think it's bad? No, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I don't. It's far from. It's not even my least favorite part. I'd probably put it in the bottom of it's cool. Next of part two. Part two. I absolutely love this one. I love Joseph. I love Caesar's Epilay. I love a lot of the characters in this part. I absolutely love the villains. I love the Pillarmen. I love Cars. I think part two has like my second favorite villain of JoJo so far. I am reading part 7 of JoJo's. I'm only like volume 13, I think, and I kind of like Funny Valentine a bit. I like Funny Valentine a lot, and yeah. So part two is definitely like my is definitely like in my top three favorite parts of JoJo's. I do. Is it overrated? To a lot of people, yeah, it is, but I don't really mind. I do think that part two does what it needs to do, and it sets up a lot of things in the future parts that I definitely really love. And Joseph is probably like my favorite JoJo protagonist. Um, and and I do think that there's like a lot of moments I absolutely love about this anime. Oh yeah, also I absolutely love the music in all of JoJo. I think JoJo has like my favorite music soundtrack in all of anime. I think it could be tied with Attack on Titan. I don't know. It's up there. Also, the part two opening for JoJo, love it so much. In my top five favorite openings of all time. As for where I'd rank it, I'd rank part two. I put it on love it. I love it a lot. Part three. Oh my god, I hate. Oh my god. Part three freaking drags. I hate this part so much. I absolutely hate part three. Literally, this part just drags so freaking much. I just want every time. I mean, whenever when I watched it the first time, I just could not get through it. I had to get through it so slowly. Like, oh my god. This took me like 3 months just to finish because of how much it dragged, and I hated it. Literally, you cannot pay me to like watch this entire thing. I hated it so much. JoJo, the only things I actually loved about this part was like the final 10 episodes, and then like the first like like 2 to 5 episodes. After that, if I ever were to rewatch this entire thing, I'd literally just watch the first 5 episodes and then just watch the final 10 episodes. That is what I would do. I absolutely dislike part three because of how much it dragged. I hated it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Besides from dragging, I do think that it does have like like one of the best side cast of characters. I absolutely love like Polinar. I love Kakyoin. I love Iggy and Abdul. It also has like and it also definitely like sparked a lot of people's interest in JoJo's with like all the memes and stuff. And also my other biggest issue with part three is that it kind of just felt repetitive. Like they think they found a stand user. They're unsure. Then we then spend almost half the episode trying to figure out if he's an enemy or not, and then poof, yep, he's an enemy. They constantly second guess themselves. Rinse and repeat. Oh my god, I hated it. I'm just like, bro, just stop. Just punch him or at least. I did not like part three. If I were to just like give it like a ranking, I'd probably just give it like a 6. It's going though I wouldn't say it's like all that bad. It's going at the bottom of its cool for all I care. Maybe I'll make another tier and just put it down there because of just how much I hated it. Part four. Oh my god! Finally, my favorite part of JoJo so far. I love part four so much. Part Diamond is Unbreakable is so freaking good all the way down to its beginning, all the way to its end. It has the most satisfying conclusion out of all 6 parts so far. I loved this. I love this part so much. Part four had an amazing cast of characters, all with unique abilities with their stands. Has like my favorite villain. That has like one of my favorite villains in anime. I mean, he's number 2 or number 1. I'll talk about who that is, but that is spoiler territory for like the manga. But yeah, but I absolutely love this. I love this part of JoJo's. It has like probably the best soundtrack. It has like the best villain. I absolutely loved part four. Part four, also it was like a slice of life type of thing. and I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't think anything was bad about it. I didn't think it dragged. I think it didn't overstay its welcome. It did what it needed to do, and I appreciate it for that. Part four had a lot of interesting stuff introduced in here, and I liked it. I also really liked how they took some time to like and develop a bit, kind of develop Joseph and Josuke's relationship. Granted, it wasn't a lot, but it was enough. It was enough for the most part. I liked it for what it was. I also think that Josuke is probably in my. I also think Josuke is like one of the better part four protagonists. Oh wait, oh crap, I forgot to talk about Jotaro. Oh yeah, Jotaro's in this part, and at first I didn't exactly like Jotaro in part three, but the more I saw him in like other different parts, the more he grew and the more I liked him. And then it just happened to be the point. It happened to be the point where Jotaro became my second favorite protagonist, and I do think that and I think that his growth kind of shows in part four and part six. I really love Jotaro in this part, and I do love Josuke in this part. I love him a lot. I love the gag where if you mess with his hair, he's gonna beat the ever loving shit out of you. I love that gag a lot. Um, but as for where I'd oh wait, there's is there any other things I want to talk about? I don't think so. I may come back to this. I don't know. But for where I'd rank it, I'd put this at like top of love it so far. I think it could be in top five. I may have to like do the top five when I'm all done. I do have like a solid top four in mind. Oh my god, part five. Y'all are gonna hate me for this, but I think part five is like the worst part. I think everything that you took about part three, and then you just incorporate everything bad about part four, and I mean part three, and then you just incorporate it here. I absolutely it dragged worse than part three in my opinion. I did not like I there was almost nothing I liked besides like Diavolo. I like Diavolo as a villain a lot. I do think that he was kind of like a bit more underwhelming than the other ones. Then again, it's a pretty high bar for JoJo villains. Um. Oh wait, actually, I do like the sidecast characters. I do like on. I think my favorite was Mista. I think Mista was like my favorite, and Abakio was also really cool. But yeah, I did not like a lot. I did not like a lot of part five. Part five. I think it dragged a lot, and I also just did not like. I did not like Giorno Giovanna. I did not like him at all. I thought he was. I kind of thought he was just bland and boring. I honestly thought he was one of the more uninteresting JoJo protagonists. I didn't. His theme is cool, but that's basically about it. I did not like anything else about Giorno. Besides from that, there isn't really a lot more I like. JoJo is like one of the many like animes that I do want to rewatch at some point, and oh boy, I gotta rewatch part five too, and part three. Oh my god, the entirety of next year, I'm gonna be like rewatching every single anime. I mean, like rewatching a lot of animes that I kind of want to. The biggest one is it is JoJo and Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and I'm dreading the day I have to rewatch part three and five. I'm dreading it so much. Oh boy. Okay, so if you like part five, it's good. It's okay, but I just did not like it one bit. Oh my god. Part five, where I'd put part five of JoJo's. All right, you know what? I'm making another tier. Hang on. All right, and we're back. Yeah, I dislike part I dislike part 5 a lot. I may move part 3 down there. I don't know. I don't know if I feel it. Okay, and we're back. Um. Okay, so yeah, I need to like fix up everything and stuff because I left to like check some other stuff and everything reset, so I pretty much had to like re-rank everything. And then it's like go back and check the footage and see if I put things correctly where they were. So yeah, I do not like part 5 at all, and I'm probably gonna rewatch it at some point just to like because JoJo is like one of the animes I want to rewatch, and yeah. All right, part 6. This part probably took me the most time to watch because I had so much to do in between JoJo's part 6 and in between and not in between it. I watched like the final last 10 episodes like last month, I think, and I started watching part 6 at like a year ago, and which was like wait, it's 2024 right now, so I started watching part 6 like 2023, and yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I do think that part 6 gave a very well conclusion to the main universe of JoJo. I thought Poochie was a really good villain. It's good to see a villain where where he just thinks that he's not a villain. He's more or less like a hero. It's definitely an interesting twist on Poochie. It's definitely an interesting twist on a JoJo villain. And I think that I think out of all the main cast of JoJo, I think he's probably like I mean the main cast for JoJo Part 6 is probably like my least favorite. And then because we didn't exactly see all of them interacting with each other all that much, I think they had like the least interesting dynamic. Like there is not a single scene where all like the main cast is like all together in one scene. There is not a single one. I don't even think that Foo Fighters and what was his name? Jolene's love interest had a scene, yeah, had a scene together. I don't think that they had one of those. I think that that's probably like one of the main reasons one of the big complaints about part 6. But other than that, I do think that part 6 is a very good conclusion to like the main universe of part 1 through 6. It sets up everything. It finishes up everything that was set up from part 1, and I really love the conclusion to the anime. And also it was an anime that made me cry because everything that we once knew and loved is officially gone to a new universe. That and thus begin part 7, which I'm now reading, and I really love part 7 so far. So where I'd put part 6, I'd put it at. Do I think I love it? I think I'll put it in like it. I'll put it on top of like it so far. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. One of the top rated animes on my anime list, and considered to be one of the best animes of all time. I freaking love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I love it so much. I love everything about it. I think that if I were to ever like bring in a newcomer to anime, I think one of the first animes that I'm recommending them is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I don't know how to describe it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood just does it does what I want to do. It does what it wants to do. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's quick. It's quick, not that long, and it does everything flawlessly. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is probably like is probably what is probably what I'd what crap. Full Metal Alchemist. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is like one of the most perfect animes I've seen. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is amazing. I think there's practically nothing I really hate about this anime. I think all the characters in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood are really well written. My favorite characters in the anime are Scar, Edward, and I think and Fear Bradley is my favorite villain in the show. There's a lot that I don't really have to complain about. This anime is just perfect. I love the music. I love the characters. It has like a really great female cast too. It's something I'm not really mentioning all that much. I think the female cast in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is really good, and I'm really glad I got to watch it. My friends love it, and I'm glad I gave it a shot. And my friends were really happy that I finished it and gave it what I did. So as for where I'd put Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I'd put Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood like it's a top five anime for me. And as for where I put it, I already have like a top four planned out, and I'll spoil you this much: it's definitely like number four. It's number four for me. I know what my top three are. So yeah, this is what I think of Full Alchemist Brotherhood. It's an amazing anime, a must watch. Everyone should watch it. It has a little something for everyone. Kaiju number eight. Oh my god, my brother would not shut up about this anime. Like when he first started watching, he was like, "Bro, just watch this anime. You'll like it." And he kept bothering me over and over and over again. So then I watched it, binged it all in like 2 or 3 days. I like it, though though I definitely would say that it was overhyped thanks to my brother. I do think that it kind of it needs more seasons in order for me to like give you like my complete thoughts on it. So it's season one out right now. I don't think. Oh, I don't think it's the best, but I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I think it's good, but I wouldn't say it's like amazing like my brother is talking about it. Yeah, I like it better than Devil May Cry anime, and I definitely don't like it about, more than part six of JoJo. But but I do think that it has a lot more time to grow. It has a lot more time to grow, and I hope it does get better over time. And my brother is just not is nonstop talking about it. He's really excited for like the next season and stuff. Next up, Trigun. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna be talking about Trigun and Trigun Stampede. This was like the first anime I've watched that came out in like the '90s, and I really liked it. I think Trigun for what it is, it aged very well. Trigun in if you were to watch Trigun like in current day, I would I recommend that. I'd say if you like it's definitely an anime that's helping me out on watching like older animes. Like because of this, I want to watch like older animes like Yu Yu Hakusho and Cowboy Bebop. It's it's like my it's definitely real. It's really really good. I hope I get to rewatch it next year. With Trigun Stampede season two coming out, I'm definitely gonna be rewatching both Stampede and Trigun. I think that Trigun has has like a really good characters in here, and Vash. Oh wait, Vash is I love Vash so freaking much. Vash is like my second favorite anime protagonist of all time. He's funny. He's lovable. He's awesome. I absolutely love Vash the Stampede so much. I didn't expect myself to like a pacifist as much as I did than Vash. I think Vash is what I'd want from like is what I'd like about Trigon so much. Vash is really good. I think my biggest complaint about Trigon original is like the main villain didn't exactly feel all that threatening to me. Like I felt like his his right hand man Legato was more threatening than Knives. Which don't get me wrong, I like Knives, but I prefer Legato significantly more. And also, I'm probably gonna be reading the manga for Trigun as well because I've heard like both the anime and the manga are both completely different from one another. And if that's true, and if this is actually and the anime is really good as it is, I kind of can't wait to read the manga. I hope it delivers. But yeah, I really love Trigun, and as for where I put it, uh, I'll put it right behind part four. I think I love it, but I do think that part four of JoJo is definitely better. And Trigun Stampede. Take everything of what I said about Trigun Stampede, and it does it. And Trigun 90s, the 90s Trigun, and it incorporates here, but with better animation, and a lot and Knives is like much more threatening. I absolutely love Trigun Stampede. It's probably like the most underrated anime that is on my list today. I think Stampede kind of just shows that you can do CGI, do CGI without with it looking amazing. I don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. CGI can look bad, but this is a Trigun Stampede is a great example of CGI done right. I cannot believe that we do not have more CGI that looks as good as Trigun Stampede. It is insane to me. I I I hope that other studios like look at Trigun Stampede and is like, okay, so a studio is making CGI look amazing. How do we do that but better? Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. My sister needed me. All right, yeah. So I do hope that the industry kind of learns from Trigun Stampede, but I don't think that it will. Ugh, sorry. I think Trigun Stampede is really really good, and I can't wait for season two. This kind of makes me want to watch more CGI anime, but I don't exactly know any other CGI animes that are good that are as good as that can be as good, or most of them just kind of just look uninteresting to me. And where I'd put Trigun Stampede, I'll put it right. I'll put it like right by Trigun. Though I say both of them are neck and neck. I prefer Trigun's. I prefer the original Trigun's like story and characters, but I prefer Trigun Stampede's animation and villain significantly more. So yeah, that's what I thought of Trigun Stampede. Next, Tekken Bloodline. Um, okay, I'm not the biggest Tekken fan. I kind of just watch this mainly because my friend really likes Tekken, and I kind of wanted to get into Tekken. And yeah, I don't really have much to say on this. I thought it was good for a CGI anime, and yeah, I think it was fun. It was a fun watch. If you like Tekken, go for it. I'd probably put this at like the bottom of it. It's cool. Okay, Death Note. This okay. Last time I ranked this, I didn't exactly put it. I definitely put it at the lowest spot, like one of the lowest spot. And yeah, I don't. I like. I probably kind of regret it. I kind of want to rewatch Death Note because I kind of need to. It's one of those animes where I kind of just have to like rewatch Death Note because I definitely probably didn't understand it as much, and I've matured significantly more since the last time I've seen it. I can probably appreciate it for what it is now. But yeah, as of right now, I do think Death Note is really good, but I do think it's kind of just not for me. It's not my cup of tea. But I do kind of want to rewatch it to see and to give it another chance. But as of right now, I like it. I like it for what it was. Definitely different from what I'm used to, and yeah, I want to rewatch it at some point. So I'd rank it at. Okay, I'd probably put it above those four and those three. I'd much rather watch Death Note. Okay, Shield Hero. Okay, first off, if I were ranking Shield Hero season one, it would be somewhere right here. But I'm not. I'm including season two, and it is down. It is like almost down here. Like wow. See, Shield Hero season one, I absolutely freaking loved. Shield Hero season one, I absolutely loved. I loved a lot of things about it. It was also the only isekai I've watched, and this anime just kind of just like filled a void in my heart that was just kind of wasn't there, and I really appreciated it for that. And after season one, I it fell off significantly hard. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to like watch season two, but I just could not get into. I just could not push myself through it. I might pick it back up. I just don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna I'm just gonna put it in drop, but might pick back up. I don't know. I liked it, but I like season one. I just can't get myself to watch season two. And season three or four is coming out, and I want to watch it, but I just can't. All right, Windbreaker. Okay, yeah. This is I'm putting this really high because I do not give a shit about simple stories and good animation. I literally could not give a shit about that. I think people just shit on things because they have a simple story and it's carried by animation. I literally don't care. I do not want an anime that's just like that has like Shakespeare levels of writing. I do not want that almost all the time. If that were the case, I would rewatch Attack on Titan significantly more. And I've only watched Attack on Titan once, and I would consider it to be like one of my favorite animes of all time. Well, there goes that. But what can you do? Attack on Titan's next. All right, back to Windbreaker. I love Windbreaker a lot. I do think that it shares a lot of similarities with with the Demon Slayer, with it having like amazing animation and a simple story. But the thing is with Windbreaker is that I think it has much better characters than Demon Slayer while having worse animation. Though saying that it has slightly worse animation is actually like a really good thing because Windbreaker's animation is really good. I also really love like the music and the characters in this anime. Yeah, yeah, they're kind of like one note or something like that. But I really don't mind because a lot of the things in this anime just kind of just works in its favor. It's also a really good starter anime that I'd recommend to like beginners. Eh, I like it. I like it. I can't wait for season two, and my brother really likes it too. It's my favorite anime that came out this year, and yeah. And as for where I'd put it in probably put it at the bottom of Love It so far. Attack on Titan. This is one of my favorite animes of all time. I love Attack on Titan so freaking much. I absolutely love Attack on Titan so freaking much. Attack on Titan has amazing plot twists, amazing characters, amazing everything. I absolutely love everything about Attack on Titan. There's like almost nothing I can complain about Attack on Titan. Sorry about that. There's almost nothing I can complain about Attack on Titan. I think Attack on Titan is like my ideal anime for like being close to perfect. Attack I mean practically being a perfect anime. I love the ending for Attack on Titan. I and the and I can and this is like probably one of the only animes that and you want to reflect as a person, because this is kind of this the ending just kind of just reflects the real world as for what it is. And I love the ending for Attack on Titan. I'm sorry, I can't hate on the ending. I think it's like a perfect representation of the real world, and I think it fits with what the story of Attack on Titan is. It's practically made to reflect the real world, and I just can't hate it for that, if Attack on Titan just happened in the real world, it would have like almost the exact same outcome. You can't have forever lasting peace. It's gonna a cycle of war just is it's just gonna continue, which is just happening in the real world too. I don't want to like talk about it too much too. I think Attack on Titan is genuinely a masterpiece of what it is. I love Aaron Yeager's development. He's literally like my third favorite protagonist of all time. I don't. I think that all the characters are very well written. I love Aaron. I love Aaron. I love Mikasa. I love Armin. I love Levi. Yeah, I love a lot of the characters in Attack on Titan. They're all very well written. It has my second. It has like my second favorite soundtrack for an anime, right behind JoJo's. And yeah, I'm probably gonna rewatch this anime next year, and I don't think my opinions for Attack on Titan will ever change. I think Attack on Titan is like I think Attack on Titan is a top five anime for me, and is my second favorite anime of all time. I'm refusing to elaborate on that. I'm refusing to elaborate any further on that. Attack on Titan is amazing. If you hate it, you can't. If you hate it and you hate the ending, you don't understand the ending. It's a perfect anime. Next up, Blue Exorcist. This was like one of the very first animes I've seen. I always had it on like the back of my head when I saw it. I was at like my cousin's house, and I asked him what this was. He said Blue Exorcist, and I always had it at the back of my mind. And when I started watching anime in like 2021, I wanted to like watch this at some point, and I'm glad I did. But season 3 rolled around, I dropped it. But I'm reading the manga, and can I say I absolutely really love the manga so far. I'm caught up with it. I really love it so much. It has a really good art style. I think that it's very underrated. Ren Okuma is my favorite protagonist in all of the anime. I think that Blue Exorcist is should get more attention. Blue Exorcist should be talked about more. I do think that a lot of other people just people say it's overhyped, but no, it's not exactly overhyped, and people just don't talk about it as much anymore. I mean, maybe in the early 2010s, you can maybe make an argument about that, but no, Lexus is not that popular anymore. If you're gonna check it out, I recommend reading the manga or watch season 1 episode 1 to episode 16, because the rest of season 1 did not like catch up and adapt the manga. Read up until there, and then switch to the manga, and then switch to the anime again in season 2, and then switch back to the manga. That's what I would recommend you to do. I think Blue Exorcist is good as a manga, but I did not like the third season, and the fourth season came out. I'm considering on watching it, but I don't really know. I don't really know. I did not like season 3 it kind of just rushed through like a lot of things, and and yeah. I think it's yeah. I think that's all I have to say on Blixist. Oh yeah, I love Reno Kumar a lot. He's my favorite anime protagonist of all time, and I love the music in this anime. I like it, but the anime just kind of ruined it for me. All right, next. Okay, I don't know why I put that there on JoJo's. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna rank it as if I'm compiling all the parts of JoJo's, and factoring in like part 1 through part 6. I'd say it's like I'd say I'd probably put in like it. I like it. Compiling like all the parts. I like it. I Nah. I think right there is good. I don't really have much else to say on it. I already talked about JoJo's enough. All right, next up the Beyblade animes. All right, when I was a kid, I absolutely loved Beyblade, and I still do. And Beyblade is like one of those animes where I want to rewatch it next year too. I think Beyblade is just fueled on by childhood nostalgia, and I genuinely don't mind by it. Beyblade is made my childhood, and I will forever thank it for that. And because of that, I'm gonna be ranking them pretty high. Starting with Beyblade Burst, I think out of like the 3 seasons that I've watched of Beyblade Burst, I tapped out like midway through Turbo. I think Beyblade Burst is my second favorite of the three Beyblade Burst seasons I've watched. I think Beyblade Burst is like a good introduction to like a new generation of Beyblade. I love the burst mechanic for this generation, and I and I love Volt as a character. I love him a lot. I love him for a lot. I love Shu Kurenai. I love Rantaro. I love a lot of the characters in Beyblade Burst, and it's kind of just follows the Beyblade formula that I've just grown accustomed to. Tournaments, fight them, and yeah, beat your rivals. I love Beyblade. And as for where I'd rank Beyblade Burst, just straight up Burst. I put it in bottom of like it, of love it. Beyblade Burst Evolution. Okay, I love Evolution significantly more than Burst, and I do. I think okay, Beyblade Burst Evolution. I think it took a lot of things from what Burst did, and just kind of just and it did a lot of things here better. I like the villain. I mean, I like him, but not that much. I think I like Shu here. I like Shu here a lot. Okay, sorry for that cut. I had to like do some stuff. But yeah, back to where I was. I was ranking Beyblade Burst. I was ranking Beyblade Burst Evolution. Sorry about that. I had to like go do some stuff, and back like a few days later. So yeah, let's get back to it. Beyblade Burst Evolution. I like Beyblade Burst Evolution significantly more than Beyblade Burst, like the first season. Though I do think that they're both good in their own ways, but I prefer Beyblade Burst Evolution. I think Beyblade Burst Evolution gave us like a lot more world building and then Burst. They stuck with Japan, which I didn't really mind, but season 2 really expanded on the world of and how strong each blader can get. I really liked it. I think I also really liked Vault. I really liked Vault and Shu's dynamic with each other, and I think their rivalry is really good. Then again, it is kind of like It's kind of, I don't want to say Sasuke and Naruto, but then again, I could be wrong. I've never seen Naruto. Um, but yeah, I think Beyblade Burst Evolution is better than Burst. As for where I'd I'd put it probably put it above Windbreaker. All right, next Turbo. Okay, this one I dropped halfway through. I don't know why. It's just that I kind of just felt burnt out of Beyblade. But I might pick back up. So I'm probably gonna put that in. Dropped up, might pick back up at some point. Um, yeah, I love Beyblade, but I need to like get myself back into Beyblade. I haven't watched a Beyblade show in like a long time. Also, I'm pretty sure that like the new series came out like X. So, and I really want to watch it. It looks really cool. Next up, Castlevania. Yeah. I absolutely love this anime. See, I absolutely loved the villains in this anime. I think almost every single character is well written. I love Trevor. I love the trio. I love Dracula. I love Dracula's villain. I think Dracula is like my favorite part of season 1 and 2. After season 1 and 2, I think season 3 kind of fell off, but season 4 definitely picked it back up and ended it on a good note. I really like the ending of the show and the fact that Dracula and his wife came back to life and had their own life without like much interference. I like that. I I like this show a lot. I think it's like probably my favorite video game adaptation. I feel like people kind this anime kind of goes under the radar when talked about video game adaptations. This is technically like when video game adaptations just started to get good. After this and the Sonic movie, things just really started to get good for video game adaptations, and yeah, I think this should be talked about more. As for where I'd put this, I'd put it in like. All right, I'm gonna put it in bottom of top 5 for now. Actually wait. Do I like it more than Full Metal? Ugh. All right, I'll put it at the bottom of top 5 for now. I'll list them all later. Though Attack on Titan is definitely top 2. And back to back bangers, Black Clover. Oh man, nice. Okay, if you've been on like my Twitter recent any time, you know I've been talking about Black Clover the most because that's probably the thing that's got me most attraction. I love Black Clover. I love this anime to death. I love it so much. I feel this is like probably up there with like one of my favorite. This is like maybe my favorite shonen ever. I love this so much. Black Clover just I don't know how to describe it. Black Clover just does so much I love about shows and it just takes it to another level. I think besides from Full Metal and maybe Attack on Titan, Black Clover has my favorite female cast in all of anime. Like I kid you not, I never had like a female character in like my top 20 favorite characters of all time until Noelle. I absolutely love Noelle in Black Clover, and I actually picked up the manga too. I love the manga too, though I will only be judging the anime and not the manga. Black Clover, it does so many things right. It has amazing it has amazing fights, amazing animation, amazing music. I love the openings in this anime. I absolutely love the openings in this anime. I think it has I think it has probably my favorite openings in it has like a lot of openings that I really love. All of the openings in this anime I have them all in like my Spotify playlist, which has never happened when it have never happened before like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think almost all the openings in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure are certified bangers. Same goes with Black Clover. All the openings are certified bangers. All 13 of them are amazing. Oh yeah, also the EDs too, endings too. Yeah, I love the endings, music too. Also, I love Asta. I love him so much. He's like my favorite. He's like my favorite. He's like one of my favorite MCs of all time. He's like my fourth favorite anime main character ever, and he's like number 12 in my favorite characters ever. I absolutely love Black Clover. Like I cannot stop praising it enough. Like I don't know what else to talk about. It's just so good. It, no, Naruto ripoff, yeah, bullshit. This is not a Naruto ripoff. I love this. And as where I'd put it, crap. I'd put it in. I'll put it. I'm putting it above Full Metal Alchemist. I loved it. I love this. I love the Black Clover so much. Next up, One Punch Man. I freaking love one. I freaking love One Punch Man so much. I think One Punch Man has is I've never laughed as much as I did while watching One Punch Man as I did like ever. I think One Punch Man has like my favorite has like my favorite comedic moments in a show. Wait, actually no. One Punch Man has like my favorite comedic moments to in an anime. I love the whole gag of one Saitama being in a overpowered character. It just leans into that. Like it doesn't like it doesn't feel like you know what you're getting into. And I don't exactly hate it for that. I love it. I love it so much for that. I love Saitama. I love the characters in the show. I love a lot of things about it. But I do think season two just kind of just bogs it down significantly more. I wish season two was good, and I'm hoping season three is great. But dang, it is made by the people that made season two. Oh crap! Please let season three be on the same levels of quality as season one. I beg. Oh man. If it weren't for season two, I'd put One Punch Man at like oh, crap. I put One Punch Man at like I put it at the bottom of Love It. If it weren't for season one, season two, I'd probably put it like maybe like a little higher, but I feel like bottom of Love It is good enough. All right, next up, Sentai Daishikaku or Gogo Loser Ranger. I haven't exactly finished it. I'm considering on dropping it. So yeah, I'm considering on dropping it, but I might finish season one before I do. Right, I'm considering it. All right, next up, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Um, yeah, I need to rewatch this anime. This is one of the animes that I want to rewatch the most. If I were to rank all the animes that I want to rewatch, this would be at the top of the list right now. I need to I feel like I'm missing out on something. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is like very much praised for being like a amazing video game adaptation, and I do agree with that. I think it's a good video game adaptation, but I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch it to give it a better score. I love a lot of things about it. I think it probably has like one of my favorite endings ever. Like I cried at the ending, and yeah, and my friends absolutely love the anime. Even and some of them never consumed cyberpunk ever, and they love this anime. And and for what it was for 10 episodes, it really was good. But then again, I need to rewatch Cyberpunk Edge Runners to like give it a much better rating. All right, Record of Ragnarok. Okay, this one I've watched season 1, season 2, and I've read all the manga. Do I think what do I think is better? I think the manga is leagues better than season than anything season 1 or season 2 does. But I do really like the anime, even though I don't think it is on the level of quality that it should be. Record of Ragnarok, it had so much going for it, and yet it didn't stick the landing. I really wish it did. Record of Ragnarok is easily one of my favorite mangas ever, and seeing it done like that just kind of hurts me. I don't think it's bad. It's just that I wish that it was more. Though I do think that the Jack the Ripper versus Hercules fight was good enough. Though I wish I'd like to see more. Yeah. I'll put it below Death Note. All right. Next up, Gurren Lagann. I really like Gurren Lagann a lot. I really like it a lot. I watched Gurren Lagann like last year to see what was, and I've really enjoyed it. It's my first mecha anime, and for what it did, it delivered on what I thought. This is like a very underrated anime. I really like Gurren Lagann. I think I like Simone as a protagonist. I love Kamenan. I love like a lot of the side characters. I love what it does in the anime. I like the themes of it. I absolutely loved how like Simone became like a little kid and just didn't exactly grow up all that much, and then he just turned into a man by the end of the anime. I absolutely loved the final fight. I loved the final fight so freaking much. I just loved it so much. I can't describe it. This anime is over 10 years old. It still holds up amazingly. Like I don't know how. It's very very good. I love this anime. I love the music. I love the characters. I love a lot of things about it. I'd probably put it like at like I'll put it right by Win. I'll put it right by Windbreaker. All right, next up, Hellsing Ultimate. Like I might want to be careful with what I say here because this is like one of my friend's favorite anime of all time. Okay, this I might rewatch too, because because there's like a lot of things that I kind of want to check out again. There's like a lot of animes on here that I want to rewatch. I mean, I want to rewatch I want to watch Beyblade. I want to rewatch I want to rewatch Windbreaker. I want to rewatch Gurren Lagann. I want to rewatch JoJo's. I want to rewatch Full Metal maybe, Castlevania maybe. I rewatched the Devil May Cry anime earlier this year. Yeah, there's like a few animes I want to watch, and on here I kind of want to watch Chainsaw Man. I mean Jujutsu Kaisen too, before like season 3 comes out. But yeah. What other thing of Hellsing Ultimate? Like Hellsing Ultimate a lot. I love Alucard. He's broken. I absolutely love him. I love a lot of things about it. I think Hellsing Ultimate for what it is, being a very mature anime, I really liked it. There was a lot of things I wasn't expecting. Things get dark in this anime, like very dark. Like oh crap, this is insane. I still wonder how they got some scenes on, how they got some certain scenes on here. It's insane. Yeah, I like Helsing Ultimate a lot. I might want to rewatch it. I want to rewatch it one day. As for where I put it, I'd put it like I'll put it at the top of like it. All right, I'll put it at the top of like it for my friend. You know what? I'll put it at the bottom of love it for my friend. I'll put it at the bottom of it. All right. Vinland Saga. This along with Attack on Titan actually made me want to change a little bit as a person, because I really like Vinland Saga a lot. I really like Vinland Saga, like a whole lot. I absolutely love Thorfinn's development as a character. Went from a scared little kid to like a vengeful Viking, to now a pacifist. Pacifist and nothing else. I love this. I love how the characters are treated in this anime. Like, there's like a lot of themes in this anime where it's tackled on, and I think it's really good. Like, there's a lot I want to praise in this anime, and not a lot of time I got. So I'm just gonna say that Vinland Saga is a really good anime that just does what it does, and it's very good at what it did. I think Vinland Saga. I think Vinland Saga. I'll put it. I'll put it right by Gurren. I'll put it up below Gurren Lagann. Yeah, I feel like that's good. That's fair. Okay, Castlevania Nocturne. Okay, I was hyping this anime up from like in like my last tier list video. I was really hyping it up, and I liked it, but it definitely didn't deliver. Okay, I have a lot of problems with it, and I hope that in season 2 things get better. I am gonna continue it. Yeah, I feel like out of all these anime, I think Castlevania has like one of the best some of the best animated fights I've seen. However, there are some problems I have with that. I think some like the dialogue was written by like a edgy teen, and I think some of the writing choices was also off too. And there's like a lot there's a lot of problems I have with this. Like, there's a lot, but and when it's compared to like the original Castlevania, I feel baffled by it. I I feel super baffled by it. Like, wow, I can't believe that. Yeah. Yeah. I think I think it's good. I think it's cool. I might rename I might rename this tier. You know, I probably am. Hang on. All right. Yep. I just renamed it. It's yeah. Castlevania is fine. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Next up, My Hero Academia. That is it. That is where it's going. I'm not moving it any higher. I'm not moving it any. I'm not moving it any higher. I'm not rewatching it. I'm not doing anything else. Yeah, I do not. I do not like. Oh my god. I. It was either this or Black Clover I was gonna watch, and why the hell did I watch MHA? It's like 2021, I think, and I asked my friend, what should I watch, MHA or Black Clover? He immediately said MHA, and I was like, fine. MHA was pretty popular in my school. I might as well get on the hype. Watched until season 3. I wasn't a fan of it. Decided to rewatch it with my brother up until season 3, and also watch the movie. Wasn't a fan of it. Decided to like go to see decided to go to season 4. Wasn't a fan of it. Got to the Overhaul arc, and I stopped where Mirio and Overhaul fought. Got to the end of the fight, and was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just done. I'm tapping out. Yeah, I don't like MHA. If you like it, good for you. My problems just stem from like season 1 was pretty cliche, but I at least got past it. And when I looked at season 4, like it got so boring. Like I didn't. It was so freaking boring. I like okay. You know what? Let's just get positives out of the way. I like Shigaraki as a villain. I think Shigaraki is like a really good new gen villain. I really like him. I also like the characters in this anime. Okay, you remember from the last one? You would remember I say Deku sucks. I still think that it's just I don't have like a big hate boner for him. I think Deku is just a okay protagonist. I don't really like him nor I hate him. It's just he's just kind of lame to me. He's kind of boring. He's just kind of boring. All right. Yeah. I also like the music in this anime. I love the openings and I love the endings to this anime. There's a lot I can praise about it, but there's a lot I don't like about it. Oh yeah, also All Might. I freaking love All Might as a character. He's really cool. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, that's about it. Wow. Oh man. Oh, I do not like this at all. Crud. I think what I disliked about MHA so much was like the thing is that I don't even know why I dislike MHA. I just don't. It's just that I don't like. It's just like it's just uninteresting to me. I think it's just there's I don't even know why I dislike it. Like is this blind hating? I don't know. I watched up until like the halfway point of season 4, I think, and I just like could not get into it. I think it's because I couldn't get invested into it. That could be the reason. I don't know. That could be the reason. I don't know. Like I don't know. If someone wants to enlighten me on this, go ahead. I don't care. I'm not gonna rewatch this anime. I've wasted so much time on this. I'm sorry, people on Twitter that some of my friends on Twitter that like this anime. I am so sorry. Oh my god, there's like a few people that I know that are just gonna hate my guts now. I am sorry. Oh my god. All right, next up, Goblin Slayer. I'm also putting this in the same tier as MHA. Okay, besides from episode 1, everything else is just kind of basic to me. Like after episode 1, like it's kind of like whatever. Like season 2 came out, and I'm just like, and I didn't watch it yet, but I just kind of don't want to. Like I've watched a few clips of it, and okay, but I feel like episode one. I feel like episode 1, it just kind of just felt generic to me. I like yeah, it's basically an adult anime, but it feels like it's a regular anime sprinkled in with like some adult things. That's just it. That's how I see it. That's basically how I see Goblin Slayer. Yeah, that's basically how I see it. Yeah. Next up, Beyblade Metal. I'm including all the metal series because I really like because I think all of them are equally as good. You know, some of them do their own things, so do their own things good in some ways, and others don't. Yeah. Beyblade Metal. I'm putting that in. I'm putting it in top of top 5. Okay, this is I think this is like my top five. I may need to organize them, but this is it. Okay, I'm putting Beyblade and Metal in top five. What can I say about this anime except nostalgia is one hell of a drug? Yeah, I absolutely love Beyblade. I absolutely love Beyblade Metal. I really like this anime a lot. I really like this anime a lot. This anime just was like what Pokemon was to like a lot of people, and I don't exactly hate it for that. I really without this, I probably wouldn't be as much into anime as I might be because Beyblade was just there for me when I was like a kid, and I always appreciated that. Oh wait, crap! I think I forgot to add Shogun Steel to this. Oh, yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to go. I don't want to bring Shogun Steel into this. I don't like it. It would probably be at like the bottom of dislike. Yeah. I think it's the reason why I just love it so much is just nostalgia is just one hell of a drug. Yeah. Okay, Bleach. Okay, here's the thing. I dropped Bleach, but I'm reading but I'm gonna be reading the manga soon. I'm not reading it right now, but I am gonna read it soon. That's basically where I'd stand. I'm not gonna say anything about it because I'm gonna be reading it. That is where I stand. Chainsaw Man. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's season one. I know. It's season two, season three. It's gonna be better. It's just that season one, as it is, I think it's like I think it was overhyped. Season one was like really overhyped. And yeah, it's fine. It's just that it's not inherently like as good as what people say. I feel like it just needs more time to develop. Excuse me. I think it just needs more time to develop and just figure out what it needs to be. Like I didn't have the same problem with Jujutsu Kaisen because it had 24 episodes in like one season. Like I would much rather have like 24 episodes in one season than to just like not have than just that. And then have like 13 episodes in one season. And just to make a 24 episode season, take 2 years off and then just come back with another 24 episode season. That's how I'd want it. But yeah. But yeah, I know some other people that would disagree with that. But yeah, and is that fine? Ugh. No, I'd rather watch Chainsaw Man than JoJo's Part 3 and 1. And nah, yeah. Anyway, mm, yeah, I'll put it over there. All right, next Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, first off, I know a lot of people that are gonna be mad because over the fact that I put like a lot of things over that, but I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I'm putting Jujutsu Kaisen at somewhere in Love It for now. I'll just put it right here for now. Okay. Okay. First off, I know. People just say, "Oh, it's just aura and hype moments." I don't care. If I feel like out of all the animes here, the anime I would recommend to like starters is Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and Full Metal Alchemist Brothers. Those are like the three animes I'd recommend to like a newcomer. Jujutsu Kaisen is like the best pure action shonen. Like, there's not much else I can describe it. It's the best pure action shonen on that I've seen. I mean, it doesn't have deep character writing. It doesn't have like a lot of deep shit. It's just a fun anime, and like this is what I just like about it, and this is what I like about some shows. Not everything needs to have not everything needs to have like deep character writing and characters that feel like they're written by Shakespeare. No, I sometimes it's just one anime where I can just turn my brain off and just not have like deep ass character writing. I like Attack on Titan. I like it a lot. But I would hate it if it wasn't as well written. Bert, I like Jujutsu Kaisen because it was at least a breath of fresh air for like be for like it was a breath of fresh air for when I was like crowded with like a bunch of animes that just felt like that they needed to like tell like big ass stories like with complex characters. No, I just wanted a simple story, and Jujutsu Kaisen just delivered on that, and I cannot hate it for that. Sorry, but I am putting it above. I'm putting it below. I'm putting it below part. I'm putting it below part two of JoJo's. That's what I'm putting. All right, last up, Demon Slayer. Okay, I mentioned this in like the last one, but this anime, was like one of the first starting animes I've seen, and it kind of helped me like through a tough time in my life where I was just considering on just offing myself. I was considering that, but there was two things that were helping me out: this and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And how Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I before the day I decided to end it all. I went into a match. I went into a lobby of Super Smash Bros. Went into a lobby. One of them had like a Twitch channel. I decided to go Google it up. Decided to join in the chat. Had a little bit of fun. Actually, had a lot of fun. I never had I had so much fun on it. I never had so much fun with randoms that I'd end up joining their Discord. Joined their Discord, had so much fun there for like the next couple of days, and then yeah, and then as that was happening, I was watching Demon Slayer, and slowly but surely, my sanity just came back to life. So yeah, this was definitely there, but that is gonna help it out a little bit. And see, I love season one and I love season two, but season three and four were the best. Oh crap! Phone. Crap. Knocked it out of my hands. Okay, yeah. I like season one. I like season one and season two, but season three and four are definitely the weaker seasons, and I feel like that is agreed upon. And also they're releasing like they're releasing like the Infinity Castle arc in movies, which I'm just like, why, man? I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, I like I like Demon Slayer. I like it for what it is. I don't think it's the best, but for what it is, I'm putting it way above like a lot of these. I'm putting Demon Slayer like I'm putting it above Hellsing Ultimate. Yeah. But yeah, this is my list. Yeah, I feel like I did did enough. Wait, hang on. Yeah, actually, wait. I might organize my top five a bit. Okay, so I feel like top three is secure, and then bottom two. Oh, this one's hard. This one's very hard. This one's very hard. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I feel like this is good. Yeah, Beyblade Metal in number one. Attack on Titan number two. Black Clover number three. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood top number four, and then Castlevania top five. Yeah, I feel like this is like my that is my definitive top five for like a while at least. Then Love It, yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm fine with that. Like It, yeah, it's fine, yeah. I'm happy with this. And yes, I am gonna rewatch JoJo's Part 5 at some point. Give it some time. But yeah, that is my list. If you like it, if you like this, just like it, comment what you would change about it. Yeah, this is my list. If you have a problem, oh well. And see you later.